Security forces have come perilously close to cornering the terrorists responsible for the horrific Pahalgam attack in which 26 tourists were killed on the 21st of April. Over the past 5 days, the attackers have been located at least 4 times in different spots across the dense forests of South Kashmir. Despite these close calls, the terrorists managed to slip through the security cordon, continuing to evade capture. The attackers, believed to be from the terror group the Resistance Front, better known as the TRF, which has links to the Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba, carried out the brutal attack in the Baisaran Meadow, which is a popular tourist spot in Jammu and Kashmir. Sources say that terrorists were identified through a combination of intelligence inputs, information from the local residents, and extensive combing operations in the area. A military officer involved in the operation shared with the Indian Express, and I quote, "It's a cat and mouse game. There have been moments when we have visibly located them, but by the time we could engage, they have managed to escape. The forests are incredibly thick and it's not easy to chase them down once they have been spotted. But we are confident it's just a matter of time before we catch them." The operation has involved a coordinated effort between the Indian Army, Central Armed Police Forces, and the Jammu and Kashmir Police, all focused on hunting down the 4 terrorists believed to be behind the attack. Sources say the terrorists were initially located in the forests near the Hapat Nar village in the Pahalgam Tehsil of Anantnag, but the dense terrain allowed them to escape. Subsequent encounters saw them in Kulgam, where they exchanged fire with security forces before managing to evade capture once again. They were later tracked to the Tral Ridge and are believed to be in the Kokernag area at present. Sources familiar with the ongoing operations revealed several challenges hindering the manhunt. One key issue is that the terrorists have been extremely cautious in managing their supplies, making it harder for security forces to track them through human intelligence. Typically, terrorists rely on local villagers for food and supplies, which creates an opportunity for security forces to intercept them. However, these attackers appear to be operating with an unprecedented level of care, making it difficult for the authorities to close in. The source said, "We have had instances where they have entered a village at dinner time, taken food from a house, and fled. By the time we received the tip-off and got to the spot, they had already escaped." Another challenge for security forces is the terrain itself. The Kishtwar range, which is connected to Pahalgam's higher reaches, has received unusually little snowfall this season. This has allowed the terrorists to move more freely, potentially using the range as a route to cross into the Jammu side, where the terrain is even more difficult to navigate. The source explained that the Kishtwar range is less snow-covered, which makes it an attractive route for terrorists to move towards Jammu. While they may be using the range for movement, we believe that they are still operating in South Kashmir for now. The officer also pointed out that while the northern parts of Kashmir have strong counter-infiltration grids, the Jammu side has been a weaker spot in recent years. This has led to an increasing number of foreign terrorists using the Jammu side for infiltration. Despite the ongoing challenges, the security forces do remain optimistic. One officer also said they will eventually make a mistake. "We are sure of it, and when they do, we'll neutralize them." One promising lead is the recovery of 2 mobile phones from the tourists killed in the attack. These phones are believed to hold valuable clues, especially since it's expected that the terrorists may have used them to communicate locally or cross the border. The Technical Intelligence Network is currently working on these phones to gather further information. In addition, the counter-infiltration grid on both the Jammu and Kashmir sides has been bolstered, and border forces are on high alert to prevent the terrorists from crossing over to Pakistan or back into the forests. The Jammu and Kashmir police, meanwhile, are also conducting questioning of suspected overground workers of terror outfits in South Kashmir. These individuals could potentially provide crucial leads about the attackers' whereabouts and whether any local collaborators assisted them in planning and executing the attack. As the manhunt continues, security forces remain determined, and officials are confident that it's only a matter of time before the terrorists are brought to justice. For more details on this developing story, stay tuned to the official YouTube channel of the Indian Express.